Yes, 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 yes. Come on, let's go! I tell you, this is the Dawn in the building, the comedy Dawn of sport entertainment. You know what I'm talking about? This is Intercontinental Sport TV. We are welcoming everybody into this show. We call it NBA Talk Show with Ezzy. He's in the building. I tell you, I'm just an online director. I've never seen this before. It is what it is, guys. How's all your weekend? Today is Monday. I know you don't like Mondays. I don't like Mondays. Now he's in the building. I tell you, we're gonna talk about a lot. Let's look at the agenda we are having today. Straight up. The agenda for today's NBA championship. The Golden State Warriors. Big up to that club I'm talking about. The Golden State Warriors. They won it. NBA championship. Steph Curry in the building. I swear that he's right here with me. No, don't tell me that. Steph Curry in the building. NBA draft, we're going to talk about it. NBA free agency, we're going to talk about it. So sit back. He's in the building. I swear that you're going to love it. Let's do this.
What it do? What it do?
Come on, what's going on?
Happy Monday.
Yeah, it is what it is.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, good to see you, bro. Let me
Yes,
break
sir.
it down.
Yeah, how are you?
Well, I'm hanging in there, you know. It is what it is.
Yeah, I know what the vibe is.
Yes. How's everybody out there, Michigan? You know.
Oh, we here, we living.
All right, fantastic.
We got 2 draft picks, so in Detroit, so it's gonna be a good season. We're gonna talk about it.
All right.
Yeah, a couple of guys should be joining.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for them, this is probably the last show of the season since we have the summer break. Most folks will take time out to work out, in the summer, get in good shape to prepare for the season to start. Some players will switch teams. Some will go to different teams and, get used to their teammates. So this is a season, the summer period is usually the time, some of them will do that. And the ones that just won the championship, they get to relax with their families. So, yeah, it's a summer break. So this is going to be the last show for a minute. And they will be back in the fall, to get things going. By that time, we will also have, the soccer World Cup
coming up. Absolutely.
Yeah, in November. So it will be clashing with the NBA time. But hey, we are multi sport channel, so all the focus will be on those things. Yeah. Did you watch the NBA finals?
Well, I watched
game,
it. I watched it. I was routing for Celtic to
Celtics,
but they fought my hand, and
they were up against a better team.
I think so.
Yeah.
At some point, I was thinking, what's the name of this guy? Green or something.
Yeah,
It's gonna, but at some point,
you mean from the Boston side or?
Yeah, Boston side.
Maybe Jason Tatum.
Yes. I thought it's gonna take it all from there, but at some point they just slack. Like, well, we got to leave this. We can't do it anymore.
They were up against a better team,
side.
all-round team,
God.
more experienced team. Yeah. Because that last game 6, they were all over them.
Yes.
Every time the Boston Celtics tried to make a run, the Golden State Warriors, they always have answers.
Yeah.
I remember last show I was saying that I'll be in Boston, so I was on my way. I'm thinking that I'll be in the arena, not necessarily in the arena, but at least maybe outside watching from the big screen outside. But my flight got delayed, so I ended up watching on the plane. Most of the game on the plane. Everybody on that flight, they were all cheering for Boston.
Wow!
You could just hear the groan, like anytime Golden State make a run, you hear all the men say, "Oh!" It was torture, man. I felt bad for them.
I felt bad too. Because I couldn't even finish it because they were not turning up.
You didn't watch it to the end?
At some point, I think at the end, I just stopped watching it.
Oh no!
I felt for Boston. Like I wanted them to get it right. I just wanted
especially
to win.
since they're at home, right? They were playing at home.
They're playing at home.
Yeah.
That's the key thing. I look at Golden State Warrior. They look like more or less like Manchester City.
Because they are all packed. Yeah, all-star team. They have
team.
Steph Curry,
and they have a good coach.
A great coach, Steve Kerr.
So it's more like Manchester City playing Manchester United. Definitely.
Or maybe playing teams like Arsenal or something.
Arsenal, they're going to beat you no matter what you're going to.
Yeah, they have all the answers.
They have all the answers. So I classify them more like, oh, this is Man City. Look at the forward, look at the middle, look at the back. They know how
even their bench is tapped.
Their bench is bring up anybody. Just bring any. Even if Steph is not coming up, somebody is there to give them the answer.
Like there was
fantastic.
On previous show we talked about Andrew Wiggins, who is from Toronto, and he went off on as Steph Curry was shooting, he was there shooting too.
Yes. I watched that. I watched that part.
He really stepped up. So everybody did what they had to do to beat the Celtics, and and they won the championship. So there you have a Golden State Warriors, the NBA champions, and Steph Curry won the most valuable player.
Now that's where I want to ask now. What are the things? Is there anything we call before you can have MVP? What are the things they need to check? What are is there any stats they have to follow to pick the MVP, or is it the players that they're going to vote?
The sports writers, the press, all of them, and the coaches vote, right? There's regular season MVP, most valuable player for the regular season, the 82 games in the regular season, and then there's a playoff MVP. So in the playoff one, Steph Curry was consistent, right? Like all his numbers in the shooting percentage, all those number statistics that they look at, he was consistent throughout. Like he made his team better. So even though he had help on the team, but he was the most consistent, most valuable player among all the other star players. So they, of course, the coaches will vote, and then that's how they will pick, who gets to be the MVP, and it usually comes from the winning team. So if Boston had won, they would probably pick like Jason Tatum or somebody. Because you will never see, at least I've never seen a losing team becoming, having an MVP pick from a losing team in the finals. It's usually the
winning team.
Hold on, 1 second. So some of these guys are saying they don't have the link. Let me send it again.
Okay, let me.
I see a couple of folks want to join.
Okay. I'm sending to you right now.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sending to you right now.
There you go. Got it. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the usually like I was saying, Steph Curry being the MVP.
But are you satisfied with it? I mean,
it's
winning.
Yeah, definitely.
How many times now? How many times has he won it in this championship?
He has won 4 championships now in the last 8 years.
8 years, 4 championship.
If I'm right, I believe but he has definitely won 4.
Has he broken any record? I mean, is anybody
he's one of the all-time shooting three-pointer. Yeah, he's one of the 75 most first 5 best players in NBA basketball history. So, and he has won 4 NBA championship rings. So this is a guy that wasn't drafted number 1. He wasn't projected to be the star player.
You mean Steph? Really?
Yeah, Steph Curry. No, he didn't go to all the top schools known for basketball like Duke or UNC and all those things. He went to in a small school, but his dad, Del Curry, was
Yeah.
a former NBA player who actually played for the Toronto Raptors and the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh,
And yeah,
wow.
and so his dad was known to shoot threes as well. Because I actually
Wow.
remember,
Really?
Steph Curry's dad. I actually
Like
remember,
father, like son.
yeah, back in 2001, I was working at CTV in Toronto, the TV station, and I was working there, and Del Curry came and he gave me an autograph. I can't find it anymore, but that was way back, 2001. Yeah,
Wow.
so his dad was known to be a shooter, played for the Raptors, played for Charlotte for a long time. And Steph Curry, when he was younger, he used to, I think he went to school in Toronto too. And I think his wife is from Toronto, Aisha Curry. Yeah. So they have a Toronto Charlotte connection.
Wow.
And he has won 4 rings.
4. Wow,
4
that's
rings.
massive.
But people, of course, people will put dirt on his name, right? There's always a lot of critics. Like he's not a GOAT,
because yes, that's where the question I want to ask you now. You know much about NBA, and I'm going to stand in for those people like us that we don't know much about the NBA. We only know some names, but I'm looking at Steph Curry maybe far back as 2 or 3 years ago. The names have already been coming up. So
it's been coming up. Yeah, it's been. Yeah.
So are we going to classify him as a GOAT now? I won't lie to you. There's this guy also I'm also routing for example, LeBron James.
Oh, yeah, LeBron is already established. Yeah.
He's already established.
Yeah, definitely.
As a GOAT.
Oh, yeah, like no question.
No questions. Now, Steph, can we classify him right now, or is it if you have 2 or 3 more years to go about?
You know what? No, we can't, because winning 4 NBA championship is not like an easy task. It's not something that anybody can do. Even LeBron had to change teams.
He had to move.
He had to move to go play with star players. Like he played for Cleveland for many years, Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't win the championship. Then he left. He got to the final, but he didn't win. Then he left. He went to Miami to play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Before he can win, I think back-to-back championship, won like 2 championships there, and then he left Miami and moved to LA. Then he won one with the Lakers. 2 years ago, 2020. Yeah, LeBron is already a GOAT. We know, like his talent is out of this world. No question.
You agree with that? Is a GOAT? Because there's some questions around.
No doubt.
It's established GOAT.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if I want to ask you,
now
if I want to ask you now from your own perspective, I know it's going to cause a lot of controversial in our talking right now.
Yeah.
Can you name 10 players that you say, these are GOATs? I mean, 10.
Easily.
Easily. Okay, I'm going to write it down because I'm going to ask some of our co-hosts that will be coming. I want to tell them, are you right? You know what I'm saying?
It's all subject, though. It's all subjective, right?
Okay.
But any crazy person, like I'm going to give you, let's start with 5 names.
Okay, five names. Are we starting from number 5? Number 5.
In no particular order.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
All right. All right.
So because generations are different, right? People that grew up in
maybe
in the 70s, 60s, they will say people like what's it called? Magic Johnson or
Larry Bird,
Bill Russell, with Chamberlain. But those are the Larry Birds, like they will mention those names, but I didn't grow up in the 70s, so I wouldn't mention those, but I would mention players like Michael Jordan, because we were with Chicago Bulls. Everybody, I don't know, I grew up in Nigeria, you remember we used to have Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls necklace, with that logo we would put on, Exactly. So, in Chicago, we'll have the Bulls chain, Yeah. So then, then we and when I moved overseas, we have people like Kobe, Kobe is rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. But Kobe is one of like the most talented. 5 championships like with the same team, NBA,
5
LA Lakers.
LA Lakers.
Yeah, exactly.
5
played in the NBA for 20 years. Yeah. Before his life was cut off in the helicopter crash.
Yeah.
Then of course LeBron James is, he's LeBron. Like this guy destroyed the Eastern Conference for like 10 years before he moved to LA. So,
wow.
Yeah, LeBron. Then in the name of the GOAT, I will also put in, Magic Johnson. I'll put in Bill Russell. I'll put in Hakeem Olajuwon.
Our own Hakeem Olajuwon. I think I was talking with someone, one of a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And the guy the guy asked me, "Do I know Hakeem Olajuwon?" I said yes. I said that guy, when he was in top form, as in when he was still in the game, they respect that guy a lot in Houston. He's a massive. He's a massive.
They should have
baller. He's a baller. That's what the guys told me, and I said, "Wow." He said the guy is loaded. He's a fantastic player, offensive, defensive, everything was so strong. So I think I'm going to watch one of it.
He won 2 back-to-back championship in 1993-94, I believe. Definitely 94. I think 94, 95. I can't remember, but definitely he won back-to-back championship for Houston Rocket.
Houston Rocket.
They idolize him in Houston. He's. It definitely put Nigeria on the map because.
On the map, yeah. I remember Hakeem Olajuwon.
Exactly. They even have like some musicians in Nigeria at that time. Always.
Singing his praises. Yeah.
So Olajuwon. I think I've named like 5 right there. And I can even say, in this era, players
in
like
this era.
Giannis. Yeah, Giannis.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin Durant. Wow. At the end of the day, Kevin Durant will be called the GOAT, greatest of all time of his generation.
Are you kidding me? Kevin Durant?
Yeah, when he went to Golden State Warriors, he helped them win 2 championships. Yeah, before he left, he didn't get along, with Damon Green, and he left and went to Brooklyn. Yeah, so he definitely would be among one of the greatest of all time. Yeah.
Wow.
Then, of course, you can argue other players like, who do we have? Maybe Jason Tatum when he gets up to that. We can't call him a GOAT yet, but at least this generation will have their own star players. But it's so hard right now because it's very rare to see a player dominating, all across. It's rare. Yeah, it's very rare. Now, we can talk about, I think we wanted to talk about the
draft.
Touch on the MVP.
Yeah, the draft.
Otis.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there now. Yeah. You want to talk about the NBA draft?
Yeah, NBA draft. So for the draft, we had like Orlando Magic. They picked a kid from Duke University called Paolo Banchero. Very strong guy. He's 6'10", 250 pounds. And his agent is Mike Miller, who used to play in the NBA too.
His agent?
He did really, Mike Miller. Mike Miller played in the NBA. He played for Orlando Magic as well. That's that boy. So he's projected to be a star player for Magic. And Duke, they've produced many talents like Zion Williamson, Kyrie Irving. They all went to Duke. So hopefully, it's not a bust. And then the other one that I want to talk about is a Nigerian kid, Oshai Agbaji.
Yeah.
It was
Oshai
picked by
Agbaji.
Cleveland. Yeah, it was picked by Agbaji. It was picked by Cleveland Cavaliers, and Cleveland seems to like a lot of Nigerian players. Because another one is on the team now, named Okoro. Yeah, they have a few Nigerian players on the Cleveland Cavalier roster. And Cleveland is owned by Dan Gilbert, who owns Quicken Loans or Rocket Mortgage here in Detroit. Yeah, he owns that team. So I remember when they won the championship in 2016. We got the opportunity to hold the trophy that back then. Yeah. So that should be exciting. Yeah, I think Agbaji went to Kansas City, so it was picked 14th in the league. So overall, there were a lot of draft picks that really stood out. Two of them are from Canada. Number 6 pick. That number six pick. I think his name is Benedict Manchurin from Montreal, Canada. Yeah. And then I think number 6 that the Pacers picked from Montreal, and then number 7 that the Portland Trail Blazers, Shadon Sharp. Yeah, it's from London, Ontario, also Canadian. When they picked the Canadian kid as well. So yeah, it should be a fun class. Hopefully, we have like superstars coming out of those league. Because if you compare this to the class of 1996, I was looking at a YouTube video. Class of 1996. That's when you had Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson. These are like
Iverson,
one of the greatest players now. Allen Iverson.
I love that guy. Iverson. Oh my goodness, I love that guy.
Yeah,
Iverson.
I know.
Very beautiful.
Small guy, like an NBA,
but
starting like he's like 6 feet tall.
I tell you,
we are
those guys. I love him. So
they're retired. They're old now.
Yeah, absolutely.
and I think Stephen Marbury was in that class. Peja Stojakovic was in that class too. It was fun.
So I want to ask you. I want to ask you about this our Nigerian doing this trade of basketball in the United States.
The one that was drafted.
The one that, every other Nigerians being drafted maybe before now. I want to ask you.
Before now, okay.
Yeah. What's actually their potentials, or what should we be expecting from them? After being picked. I've never seen any player yet, just like Akim Olajuwon, since then that have reached that level. Is there anything
you have? You just don't know. Oh, really? There are so many. Technically, Giannis Antetokounmpo. His parents are Nigerian. They represent Nigeria. But he's two-time MVP. So
two-time MVP.
Even though Greek is claiming him, but it's Nigerian.
With due respect, then. With due respect. So
he's
Then what should we be expecting from
one of them? Then we have other Nigerians.
What should we be expecting from this guy now?
Go on. What should we expect?
Yeah.
Well, he has to work hard because on that team, the Cleveland team, their young team, they made a lot of run last year. Yeah. He has to work really hard, like work his tail off, just stand out, because there are a lot of talents in the NBA. To make it to the NBA is a big deal, but to stay in the NBA is another thing, because it's very competitive. It's worldwide. There's a lot of players. The good ones, they will last in the league if they find their role, and the ones that are not good enough, within a year or two, they're out. I know at least one or two number one draft that became a bust, and they were no longer in the league. Like there was one guy, from Canada. He was drafted number one, and before you know it, he bounced around a few teams. Now he's playing somewhere in Europe that nobody even know So being drafted is just first part of the equation. It's like you get a job, right?
It's like
They give you 3 months probation. Yeah. And after 3 months, if you're not producing, it's a wrap.
Oh my God.
It's a wrap. They will show you the door.
All right, let's move on to the
so
free.
that's kind of free agency. Yeah.
Yes. Can you explain this part for me?
There's a lot of teams, right? So free agency is like, pretty much like in football, soccer, where players want to switch teams. Their contract is expiring, or
it's about to expire or expired
the season, so it's time to switch teams, or they're not making impact on the team they're in, so they will look asking for a trade to a different team. So that's people like Kyrie Irving. He plays for the he plays for Brooklyn Nets. That guy, he didn't really make impact a lot with the Brooklyn Nets. He was supposed to. So so the one on the Kyrie Irving, the point guard for the Brooklyn. So now there's a potential that they won't give him max contract.
Wow.
So that he's looking for, like maybe multi-million-dollar contract. So they're saying maybe teams like the Lakers might pick him up. Another person that is questionable now is Zach LaVine, who plays for Chicago. He hasn't really committed to staying in Chicago. He probably wants to win championship. So, he wants to go to a better team where it will be guaranteed championship. A lot of players do that.
But what about this guy?
James, we have James Harden.
Yeah.
So James Harden was playing for Brooklyn Nets last year.
Yes.
And then they traded him away to Philadelphia Sixers. And he was supposed to help Joel Embiid, at least to make a run in the playoff. But he didn't do anything. He didn't show up, even though he's a talented player. So, there are rumors that his contract might not be he might not pick up, renew, exercise his contract option to stay with the team, because he's on a huge contract, like getting close to $40 million a year. So he might not. There's still rumor. He hasn't shown any commitment yet that he will be staying. So who knows what's going to happen there? And then you see Bradley Beal. That's another guy that he plays for Washington Wizards right now, and the team is just deteriorating, and they're not making good runs. So there's rumor that he might be going somewhere too. Somebody might pick him up to help them, because these are like all experienced players. They've been in the league more than 5 years, so they can add value to a contender.
Team. Yeah, a contender.
Teams like to another team, like teams like Milwaukee Bucks, Miami Heat, Lakers. Even Golden State Warriors, if they need experience, they want to show up their core players. Another player that is not on that list is DeAndre Ayton. That guy plays for Phoenix Suns right now. And his dad is Nigerian, his mom is from the Bahamas, but he was born and raised in the Bahamas. DeAndre Ayton is another player and is a big guy center that might go to a different team. They don't know, which team will pick him up yet, but that still is one of the most coveted player right now in the free agency. So who knows what's going to happen, right? It's like soccer, like like we are saying, like Lukaku will go to Inter Milan, or Ronaldo might go to Juventus,
Chelsea,
or go back to Real Madrid. Ronaldo will not go to Chelsea, that's for sure.
No, that's what we heard. Now you guys,
you probably go to.
That's what we heard, that his agent is looking for. I mean, was speaking with one of the directors in Chelsea. They want to swap him. Yeah, Chelsea.
Cristiano Ronaldo will go to Chelsea from Man U.
That was the news over the weekend. Yeah, that was the news over the weekend.
Well, I wouldn't believe that. That's not going to happen. But again, I'm just using that as an illustration.
Yeah.
Because man, if the only shocking part of this free would be if someone like Kevin Durant get traded to like a big team like Lakers or somewhere. If he leaves Brooklyn Nets, because that would be a shocking turn of events.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Usually, close to the start of the season, that's when all the movement will start happening. But all you hear now is just rumors, right? Throughout the summer.
Yes,
it's
rumors.
All rumors. Yeah. Because who knows? It's whoever is paying the most. And some of these players, they are not loyal to anymore. They want the most money.
Yes.
And, where there's some kind of guarantee that at least they'll get a championship ring. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. We'll see what happens. And then I think we also need to talk about another player. There's another player, Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Yeah, in the NBA free agency, he's also he plays for the Lakers now, but he didn't play well with LeBron. So he's another player to watch. He might be moving too, but who knows? But he has a big contract that is be hard for somebody to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what we have on the agenda. It's been a fun show, for the season.
Yes,
and Golden State Warriors winning it all.
Winning it all. I mean, they've been fantastic. I thought Boston is going to show them. I mean, show them something, but at the end of the day, they couldn't have a breakthrough. So big up to Golden State. They won it. So when is you said something? When is the season starting? When? A new season.
I believe they usually have a summer league.
Oh, okay.
Where they will have most of
is it like a preseason? Like a preseason.
Players that they want to pick up. And the rookies. I think the proper season starts in November.
Oh, okay.
Now let me double check. I believe it starts in around November period, if I can remember correctly. Usually around like late October, early November, then the new season will start.
Okay.
Yeah, around that time, yeah. Because then you see, players traveling. All the what's it called? All the movement will have happened by then. And then, so late October is usually when it starts. Late October, early November. Yeah.
So somebody is asking me a question. Which team?
Right. Already done. That's pretty much it.
Somebody is asking me a question. I'm going to ask you. Is saying which sport is the? It's okay. Maybe it's just trying to say is the highest paid sport in the United States. I mean, is it basketball or NFL?
What?
That they paid.
Which sport has like the highest paid?
That's what it's trying to.
Contract.
Well,
in the US,
is it basketball?
I'm not certain, but the NFL contract are not guaranteed like the NBA contracts. So for me, and then the hockey contracts are also guaranteed. So,
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I would say it's definitely. Recently, it has been the NBA contract because you're seeing a lot of money being thrown around, like 200 million, 300 million, for 10 years.
God damn it!
Crazy money like that.
Oh my goodness!
Especially in the last 3 years, it's been a big money grab. And it's most of it is guaranteed. If they say 5 years, that 5 years you get that money. Like there's a player on the Houston Rocket named John Wall. For the past 3 seasons, he has only played 40 games.
40 games. And is he earning the money?
And every year he's getting an average of $30 million.
Oh my God.
Last season he didn't even play at all, and he picked up that check. and is guaranteed to make another 47 million in the new season coming, and he might not even play. So,
Can we end the show right now? Because I am feeling like.
Say that again.
I'm saying, can we end up this show because that money is mad?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I think the connection.
Okay, I think I lost him there. I can hear you very well. Let's wrap.
You said what?
I said I feel like ending the show because the money you just mentioned just now.
Repeat your question again.
No, I said I want to end up the show because the money you just mentioned just now, for someone getting such a money without playing anything, and at the end of it, he's going to collect the check.
That's why. So when you, yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm telling you, this guy. Look him up, John Wall. This guy has a chauffeur, like taking him to games. He doesn't even need to drive his own car. So yeah, when your son is playing basketball, encourage him. It's good to go to university and all, but they don't teach you how to make millions there. they just tell you how to become an employee. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, sports is profitable.
Goodness. I think so. My son is playing baseball.
Yep.
One is playing baseball. Yep. One is playing soccer. So
all right,
let's see how it goes. All right, Ezzy. Thank you for coming for the show. We thought we were going to see most of the co-hosts, but they couldn't make it. But we got to do what we got to do. All right, thank you so much. Is that
encouraging play soccer? Yeah. All
right, thank you so much. Thank you, viewers. That's how far we can go today. Same time, hopefully by end of the season. I think that's the end of the season. So thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate everyone that subscribed to the channel. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ezzy. Appreciate it. Is what it is. On this note, I want to say thank you, Ezzy. Big up to Coyote Jones there, right there in Canada. Thanks to Busayo as well too. Fitzbad, fantastic. Also, all our contests, all our co-hosts that be appearing on this show. Thank you once again. I'm your host, my man, Don. Thank you, everybody. On this note, I want to say thank you so much. Bye for now.